Same old faces, but this time done a little bit better. Hello, stranger! Sunnies Face Fluffmattes just had a reformulation along with the new shades, and we're all gonna talk about that today. We're gonna see what's new with the formula, lip swatches of the new shades, plus some lip combos, and of course, wear test. I know I've been gone for a while, but that's for a new story. For now, get your matcha, grab a bite, and let's start with a review. Packaging wise, nothing has really changed for the fluff mats. It's all still the same amount of formula in each bullet. If you buy a fluff mat trio, you actually get this super cute lip locker for free, but you can buy this separately as well. This is so handy and I love that you can chain this on your bag. The reformulation is probably brought about by some complaints regarding longevity, more specifically molds. Though personally, I didn't experience that for some of the shades I used a lot more, but people have said that molds show up even just after a few months of usage. So the promise now is better preservation along with a smoother application and some say more staining power. Now we really can't tell about the preservation until it has been months, but for the application experience, I do notice that the fluff mats glide smoother and works really well if you want a blotted lip look. It doesn't feel too heavy on the lips, but it does start to feel drying over time, just like with any matte lippy. In terms of staining, it's not that noticeable that it feels like it doesn't need to be said. A normal micellar water removed this just fine. With the tissue test and the kiss test, I love that it still fares well in terms of being transfer proof, but this is in no way budge proof. And you'll see more about this on the wear test. Now Sunnies Face released 6 new shades of the fluff mats and I couldn't be more excited to swatch these for you guys. Starting off with one of my favorite fluff matte shades, Angelic. This shade is a cool toned pink that can look very vibrant if you layer it a lot more. Livens up the face without your lips looking too bare. Perfect for everyday as is and a great base if you want to do lip combos. So a lip combo I love doing with Angelic is layering over it with the shade Her. Love the dimension this gives to my lips and the added hint of magenta by Her is just gorgeous, especially in person. Her on its own is a very pretty magenta-ish pink. This is one of Jolly Eugenio, a Filipino makeup artist's favorite shades in the new fluff mats. I love how vibrant the color is, but if you feel that this is too bold for you, try doing a blotted technique to soften this shade. Personally, I don't wear this on its own. I love it as a part of a lip combo. Another favorite of mine is the fluff matte shade Wife. This shade was such a surprise to me as I don't find this too common of a red shade. This is the kind of red that I can totally wear, not too striking, has a good hint of pink that doesn't wash me out. This somehow reminds me of peonies and I just love it. Now Maud is a crowd favorite and I can totally see why. If you're morena, brownish brick colored lippies would totally look good on you. And Maud is such a pretty muted brick pinkish color. I really love doing blotted look with this shade and I'm glad that despite being fair-skinned, this shade doesn't wash me out. The shade is not overly rusty or brown and in certain lighting you see more of the pink hues over the browns. Not intimidating at all. Lastly, we have Easy Lover for the girls who truly love a good spiced red lip without leaning too warm or too cool. There's a little bit of spice in this red which makes this shade a standout and would pair with simpler clothing. The more you layer this, the more this shade comes close to a ruby red. Though this is not a go-to shade for me, I applaud the range of this shade depending on how you apply it on. Also, I feel like this will look so nice with a baby blue top. Another lip combo I can recommend is using Angelic, again as the base layer and adding Easy Lover on your inner lips as a pop of color. This lip combo is a standout, a fashion statement on its own. And that's it for the lip swatches or lip combos you can do with these new Sunnies Face Fluffmatte shades. I love the new shade additions, they all look really vibrant and wearable. Now let's head on to the wear test and see if the staining is really there. But honestly, I kinda have an idea already with how this is gonna go. Hi guys, so let's start with the wear test. I have here the Fluffmattes Angelic and her. I'll be doing the combo that I showed you earlier. I'm all glammed up because I'm debating whether to shoot a video or just chill, but at least I look pretty while chilling. Let's put on her. So I'm gonna start editing some videos and then maybe later I'll be filming. We'll see. See you guys later. Having leftover ribs. Stain the rice. This is my matcha from hours ago. I'm a very slow drinker, so all I need is just 1 cup of matcha and I can sip it for the whole day. But I have a friend who finishes her matcha like in 10 seconds. So good. A little bit stained the straw, but to be fair, it's not like I blotted off the excess. Okay, so this is how the Fluffmattes look right now. Okay, still pretty much intact. Very, very minimal fading, but I do notice that it's starting to feel a little drying here at the inner parts of my lips. So I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot something. It's still for the Fluffmatte video, but I just need some couple of more clips, and then maybe after that I'll have my dinner. I have my camera here. I have this monitor because my LCD screen is broken. I can't see anything, so that's heartbreaking, and I don't have the time yet or the budget to go and have this fixed to Sony's service center. So good thing I have an external monitor for that. Okay. So I'm done shooting some additional clips for the Fluffmatte vid, and this is how my lips look like right now. What do you guys think? I can see a little bit of dry patch here. So it's already 1 in the morning. I'm gonna have my dinner. This is my favorite, the chicken curry. But this is very saucy, so I'm curious how the Fluffmatte will hold up. There's still a little bit of transfer here. Mind you, I didn't blot or anything. I didn't reapply as well. So it's been more than 7 hours that I've had the Fluffmattes on. I'm done having my dinner, and this is how it looks like on my lips. You can see some fading already. A little bit of staining is still there. Overall, I think the Fluffmatte still looks very decent on my lips. Quite happy with how it looks like right now, given that I've had my lunch, I've had my dinner. I did no such reapplication. From afar, it doesn't really look that bad. It seems like I still have a little bit of the lippy on. I'm gonna try and remove it with my micellar water so that we can see if it's actually staining or not, since it's the end of the day anyways. So this is soaked with my micellar water. And there you go. Fully gone. See, it's not staining. I would say though that it holds up pretty well throughout the day, especially if you're not the type of person who likes to lick their lips a lot. So yeah, and that concludes the wear test. Overall, formulation is really nice, and no wonder these fluff mattes are also getting picked up internationally. I love how flexible the shades are. They can go from a very blotted lip look to a full-on vibrant lip moment. And that's it for my thoughts on these new Sunnies Face Fluffmatte shades and the reformulation. I'm officially making a comeback, so more videos, a lot of different things, so I really hope you guys stick around. So, see you again. Until next time, don't be a stranger.